In this video I'm going to talk about ways you can sort of adjust to losing your hair. Now for me, I just shaved it off. Now, like some ways people, especially people going through chemotherapy, they usually start with haircuts, and so they sort of get the hair shorter and shorter and shorter until they get a pixie cut. And so, you know, they're sort of adjusting to having short hair. What you should do is measure it, because your hair grows approximately 1 centimetre a month. Approximately, I mean, obviously everyone's different. And so you sort of measure your hair and then sort of go, well, 5 months to, you know, this length. That's what I used to do. Like when my hair was really short, I still used to get my fingers, because it's about a centimetre, to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I still do that. I sort of go, well, you know, it's down to here, so, you know, by such and such will be down to here. And I think that's a really good way of sort of motivating yourself when it's growing, because you sort of, you know, get into a nice cut and then you're like, well, 5 months, once my hair starts growing back, it'll be this length, and hopefully it'll keep you going. Or sometimes what's a really fun idea I've heard of is you sort of dye your hair some crazy colour, like blue or pink. And I mean, you know, you have to bleach your hair before then, and so if I wanted to dye my hair some crazy colour, I'd have to bleach it and then dye it, and, you know, it'd ruin your hair pretty much, and it'll be really hard to grow out. So if you're going to lose it, it's not going to matter, and you can try all sorts of crazy tips. Now for me, because I shaved it all off, how I sort of adjusted to it, I wore a hat, and so I used to get my hair into like a bun, and I used to wear my hair tucked underneath, and like that. Obviously this is a bit different, and my hair's really short this time, but I used to wear my hair like this most of the time, and so I sort of got used to having no hair and everything. So when I shaved it off, really weird. You know, it's sort of like if you, I don't know, I guess if you wear like a hat or a helmet for a long time, you know, you sort of head adjust and then you take it off, it's like, oh, it feels weird without it on. It's kind of like that, like there's something missing. I mean, I guess for me, I did it in winter, and so it probably was a lot colder. But my first week, I pretty much slept with a hat and a hoodie on, just because my head was that cold. But your head adjusts really, really quick, so it's not going to be like forever freezing cold. Just buy lots of hats and scarves and wigs, maybe, if you want to wear a wig. And in the first few months of my hair growing, like, you rarely notice it, because obviously every growth is really noticeable. And then once your hair gets longer, sort of, I think it's harder because you don't notice it as much, so you're sort of like, my hair's not growing, but it is. You actually do notice it does grow, it just doesn't feel like it. Basically, that's the video. That's what it feels like when you shave your hair off, and some ways to adjust to shaving or losing your hair. And obviously if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'll try my best to answer them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe.